this has been a great convention. I'm really impressed with all of you folks. The greatest privilege of my life has been serving you, and I really, really appreciate what you've done for me in helping me to win these elections, and of course to be able to serve you, I think, well. I'm doing everything I know how to do it well. I want to thank my dear wife of 51 years, Elaine, who's sitting down here in the front row. She's had to put up with a lot over the years, I can tell you that. But she's a wonderful backup and wonderful strength to me. And our whole family now have 23 grandchildren, and now 2 great-grandchildren, and 1 more coming. So we're pretty pleased with our family. Look, we're living in a very tough time. I've been in the Senate now for 32 years. Not one day has a conservative majority been in control of the Senate. The closest we ever came was in the last Congress, where we had 55 Republicans and only 45 Democrats. And even then it was only 50-50. By the time you take the liberal Republicans who go with the almost all liberal Democrats, we have about a 50-50. A lot of people think we can go back there and just change everything. Well, we've changed a lot. We've had a lot of change, and a lot of good things have happened, mainly because of Republicans. The first balanced budget in over 40 years occurred because of that balanced budget amendment fight that you and Utah helped me and a lot of others to wage. And we were able to get that done. Ronald Reagan loved Utah because of what we stand for and what we did to help him. And I might add Herbert Walker Bush loved Utah, and so does George W. Bush, who'll be on again this week. Look, I've been on the great president who doesn't get nearly the credit that he deserves. It's always an uphill battle because 2 Democrat political scientists, Rothman and Linder, did a study in the media a number of years ago, and they concluded that the mainstream media in this country is 89% liberal, about 6% conservative, and the rest are wackos. And they're not far from the truth. As a matter of fact, we have a rough time getting our point of view across because of that. And that's not untrue here in Utah as well. To make a long story short, I think we have got to do everything in our power this year to make sure that we elect Republicans. That we elect the best Republicans we possibly can. And that we play a role in national government because our state, the things that you've taught us, really make sense. Let me just say this. I've been on the Intelligence Committee now longer than any other United States senator. I have never seen a more despicable approach towards intelligence as I've seen this year, as the House has refused to bring up the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act bill, which is to protect our country. It passed the Senate on a bipartisan vote out of the committee 13-2, bipartisan. Out of the Senate, it was 68 to, I think, 27, bipartisan. We have enough blue-dog Democrats to go with the Republicans who have been united on this to overwhelmingly pass it in the House, and the Speaker of the House won't even bring it up. And they're putting our country at risk because the only way we can absolutely be sure that we're protecting ourselves against these terrorists is to have a reasonably good FISA bill. And we've done our best to get one, and we're going to continue to work, and I think in the end we'll get that. But it's a shame that we've had a number of months where we haven't had the protections that we should have. There are a lot of other things I'd like to chat with you about that are very, very important, but let me just mention one more. This presidential race is extremely important. Yes, I was for Mitt Romney, as was most Utah. All of our people in Utah basically supported him 95%. Now let me tell you, Ned has come behind John McCain, and we all have to get behind him too, if we want to win this election. And for those of you who aren't going to get behind him, you might as well just admit that we're going to turn this election over to Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton. I can't think of a worse thing we can do to America than that. you who love Orrin Hatch, let me tell you, he's a fine person. I like him a lot, but he's never going to be president of the United States. And we all acknowledge it and get behind John McCain and win this election. We've got to do it. Folks who support Orrin Hatch, who's a friend of mine, let me give you some reasons, at least one reason why you've got to come behind Senator McCain. And that is because the most important issue in this country right now, in many respects, and there are many important issues, is who's going to represent that third branch of government, one-third of the separated powers in this country, the judiciary. And let me tell you something, if we split our ranks, if we don't do what we can to elect Senator McCain, I can't even begin to tell you what kind of judges we're going to have throughout this country. We'll have judges that will make the laws and they can never get through the elected representatives of the people. And that would be an absolute catastrophe for our country. And we've seen it time after time with Democrats. John gave a talk just this last week, where he made it very clear that he wants to appoint judges along the line of Sam Alito and John Roberts, two of the best nominees and Supreme Court justices who have ever sat on the Supreme Court. That alone is a good enough reason to support John McCain. Now let me just close with this. This is the greatest state in the union. We have the greatest people. We stand for something. We believe in our families. We believe in our churches. We believe in this country. We believe in the Constitution. We believe that there's nothing we can't do if we just stand up for what's right. And I can guarantee you, this state stands up for what's right. And we have to make a difference in this election. And we have to make a difference from here on in. I just want you to know what a privilege it has been and is today to serve you. It's a privilege, it's a blessing in my life. And as long as I'm there, I'm going to give it everything I have. God bless you. God bless America.